You have the C400 GT. This is classified as an urban scooter. It has a 350cc single-cylinder engine, and it starts at $8,245. So it's
some of them have some big scooters, but most of the time you see like little 150s and really small scooters. And what I like about the BMW scooters is they're full of features. There's also a setting for the comfort turn indicator.
It gets you a heated seat and heated grip. So $8,200 for a scooter is a lot, but this isn't your standard 50cc scooter. You get a ton of features. This is the CE04. This is an electric urban scooter, 8.9 kilowatt hour battery, 75 mile per hour top speed. It can charge to 100% from zero in an hour and 40 minutes with a quick charger. It has an 80-mile range, and it also features regen braking. So there's a lot of features on this that rival some electric motorcycles. And because of that, the pricing starts at $11,795, but it's a really unique looking bike.
Yeah, it's really cool. That's the best part of the bike is how it looks with all the orange accents on it. They have like an orange windscreen. We did a video, orange. She makes fun of the way I say that word because I'm from Philadelphia. But anyway, we did a video on this bike already a few months ago. I was out in California and had a chance to kind of walk up and poke my head around it, play with all the settings. So go check that video out. Get the premium package, which gets you an adaptive headlight, Ride Modes Pro, ABS Pro, the quick charge capability, a heated seat, and that TPMS tire pressure monitoring system, as well as a center stand.
Now the G310R and the G310 GS. Now the GS is an entry-level adventure bike where the G310R starts at $4,995 and the G310 GS starts at $5,695. Both bikes have a 313cc single-cylinder engine, 34 horsepower, 7.1 inches of travel in the front and the rear, which is pretty good, and a luggage rack. And then the G310R is just a really cool-looking, more road-oriented bike.
Yeah, both these bikes have some new color schemes for this year.
The F750 GS, so it's kind of a mid-level adventure bike. It's not huge, but 853cc inline two-cylinder engine, 77 horsepower, 61 pound-feet of torque. Top speed is listed at 118 miles per hour, and you get 6.7 inches of travel front, 7.6 in the rear. So
they're all going to get the premium package for this year. So you have a GPS prep package, cruise control, LED headlight, gear shift assist pro, ride mode pro, heated grips, luggage rack. Plenty of extras in there. There's a lot to go through in that premium package. You can check it all out on their website.
This is also a mid-range adventure bike, 853cc engine with 90 horsepower and 63 pound-feet of torque. And the 850 GS comes in at $12,595.
Also the GS Adventure, the F850 GS Adventure. You can think of that as more of the premium offering over the standard F850 GS. So you're going to get pretty much all the same stuff, but different graphics, a little bit of a different, more premium look, adjustable levers, an adjustable windscreen, enduro foot pegs, an engine guard, hand guards, and a luggage rack, and also a different color scheme as well.
And next up on our list, we have the F900s. There's the F900R and the F900XR. The R is a naked and the XR is a sport tourer. Both bikes use an 895cc inline two-cylinder, 99 horsepower, 67 pound-feet of torque. Pricing-wise, these start at $8,995 for the R and $11,695 for the XR. Which is not too bad in terms of price for the size of bike that you're getting.
Especially love this color package here with kind of the gold wheels, the green and white tank. Beautiful looking bikes, but Case, why don't you walk us through some of the differences between the different models?
Yeah, because this is more my style. So I'm going to go ahead and go out and say it. This is the coolest bike that we're going to walk through on this list. I'm sure Alex agrees. So the R9T, 1170cc air and oil-cooled twin-cylinder engine, horizontally opposed, very classic for BMW, is the very base model. Then $12,995 for the Scrambler and the Urban GS, which have a little bit more style added to them, and $15,945 for the top model R9T. Pure is as basic as possible, so you get standard upright forks, not inverted forks. You get a steel tank, very simple. Then the Scrambler gets some more rugged parts and styling. The Urban GS is also more rugged looking, and it's got a mad cool headlight shroud, a high mounted front fender, really cool color options on it. That one's my personal favorite that they still make. And then the very top model gets inverted forks, adjustable suspension, an aluminum tank, better brakes. So that's going to be your best components that you can get on an R9T. One bike that they don't make anymore, Cafe Racer version of the bike, that was also a really badass version, but now it's just those 4.
Yeah, bring that back, BMW. I love the look of that fairing on the front.
These are cruisers, baggers. It's an 1802cc air and oil cooled boxer, 91 horsepower, 116 pound-feet of torque. And pricing starts at $15,995 for the base, $18,995 for the classic. That gets you some extra lighting, a windshield, soft bags on the side. Then $21,945 for the R18B, which gets you a big fairing on the front and hard cases on the side. And then the top model Transcontinental, which is those same fairing top cases that you get on the R18B plus a top case. The Transcontinental starts at $24,995. One of the most stunning bikes to interact with that I've ever been around. It's gorgeous.
We had the bagger at the office for a while, and that's their fully faired sport bike, 999cc inline 4, making 205 horsepower, and that's going for $16,995, so basically 17 grand, and you can spec those up with the M package. You can make them even quickly better brakes, carbon bits, winglets, and everything you get on an M package. Basically, you're going to get special badging, a lap timer, rear seat cover, the M carbon package, the M billet package, a clear anodized swing arm, and that M endurance chain that everyone's kind of raging about with BMW, less maintenance on the chain. $36,995 for that one.
Why do you ride fast? What's the point? That's so expensive.
There's also the R1250 RS. So this is their very sporty touring bike, 1254cc twin-cylinder boxer engine. So if you want a boxer engine, you like that classic BMW thing, but you want it in more of a naked, upright bike that you can ride on the streets pretty quickly, this is your bike, the R1250 RS, and that's going to cost you $15,695.
1250 GS, which all of you adventure riders have probably been waiting for us to go through. This is a 1254cc boxer engine, more suspension travel, crash protection, and a 7.9 gallon tank, which is a huge tank.
That's like huge,
almost like a car-sized fuel tank.
Yeah, I think this bike gets like 50-ish miles per gallon, so
that's a lot of range.
That's a lot of range. It's like, now moving on to the R1250 RT, this is basically going to use the same engine, but in a touring setup instead of an adventure setup. $19,695 starting for the R1250 RT. You've got some new colors for this year, a new option 719 Meteoric Dust 2 Metallic. You get pretty much all the same stuff you get in the GS Adventure. You do get some additional lighting on this bike.
If you want a boxer engine in a more naked, upright bike, they're $14,995. And then, of course,
basically your S1K, but with naked handlebars and not fully faired. So if you want something more comfortable, but you like that inline 4, you like the leader bike style, 165 horsepower, 84 foot-pounds of torque, and right around $14,000, just shy of that. There's a new black color for this year. There's also a new Bluestone Metallic and Black Storm color. They all get tire pressure monitoring systems for this year.
Same pretty much as the S1000R, but it's a sport tourer. So they change a few things about it. You get tire pressure monitoring and the comfort turn indicator setting that we've mentioned before. All of these also get the premium package. Pricing, $16,945, so more expensive. But the reason you would pick a K1600 over an R18 is that the K1600 is a really great bike for doing massive long distances. The GT has a 1649cc inline 6-cylinder engine, 160 horsepower, 133 pound-feet of torque. For touring bikes, definitely expensive, kind of like sport bikes. But
like that, if you buy into the BMW, even the lower entry models, it doesn't look like a budget motorcycle. It still looks like something